Hello and welcome to day 66 of Getting Good at Talking. I'm Leah and I'm recording myself every day talking to camera so that I can get better at talking to camera. I'm on a walk right now and I just stopped for water and I stopped and did my little poses, my progress poses, and when I got water, I noticed that little guy. Jesus loves you. So I see that little dude sometimes. I wonder if it's the same person who leaves them. I wonder if they just got like a really big package of little Jesuses and they set them out. Yeah. Anyway, I was just listening to my book and the light was nice and I was like, maybe I should do this now. Maybe I should record now and then I can get back to my book because I'm just really enjoying it. You know what I think it is? I think it is the narrators. They specifically the woman because she does most of the voices. But they're so good. And it's like watching a movie, but just listening to a movie. And it does something to my brain that my brain really likes. And it's not overstimulated. And like the fact that I can listen to a movie and imagine it. And I'm outside walking and moving my body. I don't know. I'm really enjoying this fiction book. I might be a fiction girl now. Crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to look up some more good audiobooks with spectacular narrators with exquisite voices. Yeah. Anyway, it's a beautiful day. What I wanted to talk about is that was a weird transition. I don't know. I feel like a little bit of a weird energy. It's like not a bad weird, but it's a weird energy. And we're just gonna keep rolling with it because I want to do this now. And is that bad? That I want to get it over with? I mean, I guess that's not like the best energy I want to be creating from. It's not that I want to get it over with. It's that I want to get back to listening to my book. And when I take my dog on a walk later, I want to listen to my book some more. And so I just want to do this now. And I guess kind of get it over with. But that's not really it. I mean, that sounds so negative. Where are we gonna go? We're gonna go stand by this table because it's in the shade. I'm slowly making my way to the restroom and then I'm gonna make my way back to the house. So earlier today, today's Friday. Happy Friday. Today's Friday and I just did a weird thing with my tongue. And sometimes I watch these back and I notice these weird little things that I don't notice as I'm recording, but I just noticed that one. I did like a thing. And I didn't think I was a lip liquor. Or teeth liquor. I don't, you know what I mean? I didn't know I did that, but I guess I do. What was I gonna say? Oh, today's Friday, and you know, I feel kind of like I've had caffeine. I have not had caffeine. I only have caffeine once a month, and I already had it this month. And anyway, back to, okay, it's Friday. It's Friday, right? And so today's workout day, and I did my workout, and before I did my workout, I started to get, so this kind of ties into the other book I'm reading, The War of Kindness, and having boundaries when you're empathetic. When you're an empathetic person, it's easy to be sucked into other people's feelings and emotional world and just get caught up in their chaos, you know? It's easy as an empath to do that. And so it's important to have boundaries. And so earlier today, before my workout actually, I started to get pulled into someone else's chaos, and and it was making me feel really unsettled. And I had to pause for a moment and be like, this is not my task. This is not my task. And then the saying, not my circus, not my monkeys, kept repeating itself in my head. And I was like, I love that. And so I looked, it's a Polish saying. And I Googled it because I was like, did that download right into my brain? Like, is that the saying? Because I have heard it before, but not often to where it was like, it's definitely the universe, my higher self, whatever, God, being like, hey, Leah, that is not your circus. Those are not your monkeys. You do you, girlfriend. And I was just very grateful to have been open and to have received that message, because I really needed it, because I was getting really sucked into someone else's chaos. And I was like, you know, I'm not about that life anymore. I'm only into my own chaos, which isn't really chaotic. I've cultivated, ooh, those are big bubbles. She's easily distracted, y'all. What was I saying? Oh, my chaos is a calm chaos. Like, it's a chaos unlike anything I've ever experienced. And it's like, it's a chaos that before in my life, chaos to me meant feeling unsafe and out of my body and just not okay. Now when I think of chaos, when I think of my own chaos, I think of it more as playfulness, like I'm a kid. Like a kid's kind of chaos, which a kid's kind of chaos is just kind of going from like one activity to another and to another, but it's very peaceful and playful. And yeah, anyway, it's really, really, really cool to be in this space to where, like, I can identify that's not my chaos, and I can tell myself that is not my circus, those are not my monkeys, and step away from it. And I'm okay. I'm safe to do that. It's taken me so long to realize that. Like, I'm not gonna get in trouble. Like, I'm not gonna be attacked. I have no reason to be afraid. It's okay. Like, it's okay. That is not my circus. Those are not my monkeys. Yeah. Well, that's a cool drawing. Little alien dude riding a bike. I was gonna say a motorcycle, but that definitely looks like bicycle handlebars. Yeah. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Now she's distracted by the drawing. But it's okay, I'm safe. What was I gonna talk about after? I wanted to say that because I feel like that was so incredibly helpful for me today. And I feel like it might be incredibly helpful for other people who might find themselves being pulled into another's chaos. And they can stop themselves. You can stop yourself and say, not my circus, not my monkeys, and walk away. And then you can tend to your circus and your monkeys, because those are not yours. And you can focus on your own. Anyway, yeah. What else have I downloaded today? Yeah. Now I'm windshield wiper in my mouth. That sounds weird. I don't know. I guess I should make my way to the restroom now because I do have to pee. And yeah, those are giant bubbles. Like, is that a machine? Or they got one of them really big loop-de-loops? I don't know. I love bubbles. I love they're just like the iridescence. I would show you, but it's pretty far away and there are children and I think that's weird. But yeah, the bubbles are just like iridescent, like bubbles, just like tumbling through the wind and like changing shape as they tumble through the wind. It's so pretty. It's so peaceful, but also a little chaotic in a like a childish way. It's like, you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Chaos isn't always, it's not like bad. Also, like nothing is good, nothing is bad. It like we put our own, like we put labels on things. Anyway, this is a giant tree with a big hole in it. It looks like a pretty big critter could get in there. In there. See, it's pretty big. How can I show you that it's a big tree? Oh, I know. See? It's a big tree. What kind of tree is it? I don't know. I don't know. I still haven't done my tree search. Or I would be able to tell you what kind of tree that is, because the leaves are, you know, they're leafing in their very individual way for this type of tree, but I don't know what kind of tree it is. I don't know what kind of tree it is. And that's one too. And that's one too. That's a different kind over there. There's a lot of tree life out here. I really need to do my tree search. I gotta pee. But I'm gonna chug this water first. Why would you chug water if you gotta pee? Because I already have to pee, so mind your own. It's important to stay hydrated. Yeah. What a beautiful day. What a beautiful day to be alive and outside. It's like it's summer, you know, and like summer is such a fun time. Summer is like, I don't know, I just love summer, because it makes me think of the beach, and being at the beach and like the sand is like where my mind goes when I need to go to a safe space. Like in my mind, I need to go to the beach like physically, but when I don't go to the beach physically, I can go in my head, and it's so peaceful. And there's the splash pad over there, and all the kids are playing on the splash pad, and there's the playground, and there's some kids playing soccer over here, and then there's a dog park, and there's dogs in there, and a person running around with their dog, and then there's people walking over there, and then there's people sitting underneath the trees having picnics. And the critters are crittering. And the breeze is blowing. You know what it sounds like to me when the trees blow in the wind? It sounds like at the grocery store in the produce section when the little like sprinklers come on, you know, and wash the produce. That's what it sounds like to me. I can't mimic it, but you know what I'm talking about. Of course, you might not. Maybe you've never been to a grocery store. And you might be thinking, Leah, that's crazy. Of course I've been to a grocery store before, at least once. Well, this one time, I was on a trip with my ex-husband and his family, and we all stopped at a grocery store to get groceries. And oh, it says faith over fear. I like that. Can you see it? Right there? Wait, right there? Okay, so we went to the grocery store. And my ex-husband's dad I'm pretty sure he said he had never been in the grocery store before. Like, he didn't know how to do the checkout. And it wasn't like a self checkout. It was like a normal, regular checkout with a cashier. And me and my ex-husband and then his uncle and aunt were like, excuse me, what? So maybe you don't know the sound of the little showers at the produce in a grocery store. If you don't know that sound, I advise that you go to a grocery store and you go to the produce section and you stand there until the sprinklers go off, so you know what that sounds like. Or you could just take my word for it and you could stand outside and listen to the trees blow in the breeze and know that they are very similar, if not exactly the same. Yeah. Okay. I think we're good for today. You know, I'm gonna get back to my audiobook. I'm gonna go pee. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my walk and the rest of my Friday. You know what I was thinking? Actually, why is she putting off like saying goodbye? I don't know. I'm in a weird energy. I don't know why. I feel like caffeine was downloaded into me because I have not consumed any caffeine. What was I gonna say? Oh, I was thinking about putting on makeup. I was thinking about like doing my makeup and like putting on a cute outfit just because, like, and not going anywhere. So I might do that. Probably not, but I might. I might. You never know. Yeah. You know, I haven't done my makeup since I've gotten my hair cut short, and I haven't done my makeup in like over a year. And I definitely haven't done it since I've gotten my hair cut short. So I'm just like, I don't know. Like, I wonder what I look like with it. Pretty much the same. Anyway, that's just something I was thinking about earlier. I was like, I kind of want to, you know, do I remember how to do it? I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure I do. It's like riding a bike. If you don't know how to ride a bike, once you learn how to ride a bike, when people say it's like riding a bike, it's that you don't really ever forget how to ride a bike once you learn how to ride a bike. Yeah, because the mechanics just make sense to you and your body and your muscle memory, and yeah, you just never forget. So I believe doing my makeup is like riding a bike, but we'll see if I ever do it again. Okay, for real. Let's chug this water. Let's finish it. And let's go to the restroom and finish our walk. And I will see you tomorrow.